Welcome to another part. Where we left off last time, I did say we would attack Navisos, and guess what? That is true. We are going to attack Navisos. So first, I want you all to see this. I'm going to poison the provision so that this army becomes less mobile, perhaps even stationary at least for a little while. I did say I'd rather have the rebellion start, and what I was referring to, I'd rather have the rebellion start is, though it will be 99, it will not be 100. I'm going to push it over to 100 by attacking Navisos and doing what I do normally. So let us have the rebels. Oh wow, apparently I can just auto-resolve. That wasn't a big deal after all. But no, I will actually legitimately attack this for the shits and giggles that I'm going to get out of it. Because I am pissed about the last battle. And I want to make things right. So I'll see you on the battlefield. And welcome to the battle. So as you can see, I am going to be on the offensive. The AI this time decided to actually stay in the settlement, which is where I like to battle. But I will be talking about that in a completely separate video. I keep saying completely separate video, you know. And I haven't even made that video yet, but I will, don't worry. I will be making about it so that, you know, the gripes and all that can come out and just sort of explain itself. And that way, you guys who are perhaps even new to the Total War series, though I really doubt that, considering if you're watching my videos, you're probably not new to the Total War videos, to the Total War series, and are very experienced in playing its video games. But if you are new, then you'll understand why certain people have been talking a lot about this game and certain issues that they feel about it. Let's just move forward. I really doubt they have anything that can oppose us. Man, the best part about Greek city settlements is the fact that they're all built for pikes. They really are. It's crazy. But let's get some archers in. Let's see what kind of damage we can do. But yes, back to what I was mentioning about being pissed about the last times. The other times that, you know, like the last battle where I was not exactly thrilled about what went on there. And actually, let's pull the general back. I don't really need him. We're going to start a skirmish battle first, I believe. And what is this? So they're going to send in their archers first. Of course. They, of course, out-skirmish me, and that's not really a big deal. Let's just concentrate firepower, eliminate whatever we need. Especially since none of them are wearing armor. It's gonna be a massacre. Now, I know a lot of you are probably gonna complain, oh my god, people don't just die in a single hit. Look, if you're getting shot in the brain and then multiple times in the body, you're going to be killed, okay? That's just the fact of it. Now, I will be taking some casualties, though I don't think it's going to be too much, because the AI does not know how to set up its troops properly for these kinds of things. As you can see, their slingers are just getting screwed over. Most of them do have multiple ones or are getting shot in the face. Let's see, how far can we shoot? Okay, we can shoot pretty far, yeah. Let's take care of all their long range first. I don't... You know what? No, I'm not going to cut out this skirmishing phase. I don't know if you guys want to watch it. I know Era of Carthage and a few other YouTubers do cut it out because it's in the best interest of some of their viewers, and probably a lot of their viewers, especially me, to save your time, but I don't know how you guys want it to be. I know some of you really like watching the skirmishing phase, just watching people get shut down, and to an extent it is pretty hilarious. Let's target those other slingers there. I don't have interest in targeting the further one. So let's take care of these closer slingers. The slingers closer to home. Okay, so my archers are starting to take a little bit of damage. Let's try and break them down. Oh god. For the love of God, are you serious? They're going to charge now. Fine, annihilate them. Let's see if we can't annihilate them before they reach us. This is going to be a waste of ammo. Alright, I don't think we can eliminate them now. Yeah, let's move back, yeah. Let's move away, And then bring out a... Nope. I was wrong. Apparently I was wrong. They just sort of left. Alright, let's move back again. Alright, they're determined this time around. We'll just take the lead with the Hastati. It is not in my best interest to engage hand-to-hand just yet. Simply because I know if we engage hand-to-hand, you see this little hallway? Yeah, it's really easy for pikemen to really get in there and mess a lot of my units up. And then I won't be able to fire over my units to hit the pikemen, which is a really big problem. Let's see. Alright, so those units are no longer there. A lot of you might be wondering why I do not use testudo formation. Let me tell you, testudo formation does not actually work in real life. I mean, oh god, what am I saying? Of course it works in real life. It doesn't work in Rome 2 the way it should work. Like, in Rome 1, it worked perfectly. In Rome 2, it doesn't work the way it's supposed to, where your men are supposed to raise their shields and protect them. Instead, it just raises their stats, but they don't do anything. Which, in this game, from my understanding, it's not just stats that matter. The animation and the positioning of those animations matter. Let's return fire. And because if they're not raising their shields animation-wise, those shields aren't actually blocking the incoming fire that it needs to block. So you can see why I don't use testudo. There's a glitch with it, or a bug. I'm pretty sure it's a bug, more so than a glitch. Because a bug is just unintentional. I mean, a bug is... screw it, I'm getting confused now. Forget it. Alright, let's... What are they doing here? Are they actually charging now? I don't think so. Alright, let's see. Who can we target that would be in our best interest? It has to be the pikemen. We won't be able to get close enough to hit them. Okay, Thoraxian swordsmen are the next best thing to hit. Because wasting it on mobs is not worth anything. So if we can kill as many Thoraxian swordsmen right now, that would be perfect. I would really hate to be in this position in real life, where you're just standing here and trying to protect yourself with your shields, knowing full well it's not going to work. At least not forever. Try and pick them off more. Well, pick more of them off. Okay, yeah, we need to pull them back, yeah. Start a little bit of engagement here and there. Sorry, tree got in the way. Oh, there goes an arm. That's pretty bad. Also, I don't think the Gladius was capable of doing that. I know it's capable, of course, of slashing into flesh and stabbing through, you know, pretty good, decent armor pieces and whatnot. But I don't think it was capable of swiping a guy's arm off in a single hit. But again, I guess, you know, animation and all that, which I still appreciate from Creative Assembly, by the way. I absolutely love their company, and perhaps one day even hope to work for them as maybe a future game developer or something. It's a little dream of mine, of course. I don't know if it'll come true, but hopefully it does. I really wouldn't mind. I would love to help them make the next Total War game, and perhaps even help them further it into the consumer market where it is more appealing and makes more sense, especially to the fan base. I understand a lot of fans gripe and moan about a lot of features in the game, and I do that too. You know, I'm guilty of that. Sorry, I really am guilty of that. Of doing that. I moan and gripe about things, and I understand as well. So maybe someday, but who knows? But I really like it. I know a lot of people gripe also about the voice, which again, all of this will be reiterated and talked about in a separate video again. A lot of people gripe about, you know, the voice of these of the characters are like, they're all British. Well, it's made in Britain. You know, kind of makes sense when you think about it. What kind of voice actors live on the English Isles? Well, I shouldn't say English Isles, because not all Brits are English. England is a separate thing in itself. But yeah, you get what I mean, you know. What kind of people live on those islands? Well, clearly British people. So what kind of voice actors are they going to have? Clearly British people. It's like when everyone complains about, oh my god, that was pretty brutal. It's like when everyone complains about American movies. Oh my god, this character is supposed to be Chinese. Why he got to have this American accent? Why can't he be some stereotypical Chinese person? Okay, the thing is, who lives in America? Americans. What kind of lingo do they have for an accent? American accents, or what is identified as the American accent. So what kind of actors are they gonna have? Americans who have an American accent. You know, like that's. Please stop complaining about it. Just appreciate it. You know. Although I do know a lot of people get kind of pissy sometimes when they're like, why does James Bond speak like an American, or why does this character from the British that's supposed to be British, you know, American and whatnot. I understand you want realism, and I know it's probably not super difficult to get voice actors, you know, to do the voices that one would, you know, associate it with. Of course, you know, I doubt that's too hard to do, but maybe for them it's just cheaper. Maybe it's the name of the voice actor or the actor in general, you know, that brings in a bigger crowd, for instance. You know, I'm pretty sure that's probably a good reason too. But enough about that rant. Let's just... Wow, you know, you know, for this battle, I'm pretty glad I'm not going to be cutting the skirmish phase. I'm pretty glad I didn't say I would, because if I cut the skirmish phase, there's really not much to watch. Most of them get demolished by the skirmishers, by the arrows, which is exactly why I love the archers, using archers. And this is usually what most of my battles end up looking like, to be honest, whenever I bring an archer and I'm able to have a siege battle in a town. And to me, I actually feel comfortable playing it like this. I take very, very little casualties, and I'm able to utilize my archers to the maximum effectiveness. Let's actually see how many kills they got. They've got a lot of kills. Jeez. Very brutal. I feel bad for these mob people. Even though they're virtual and they're not real, I still feel bad. It's like, my goodness, look at how many of them die in a single concentrated volley, right? But that ends the battle, and I'll see you back on the campaign map. And so we are back with that nice head jab. Or jab. That nice jab to his face that made it a head stab. That kind... Okay, you know what? I give up. That's kind of awkward. Let's see. We are going to sack everything. And then we are going to loot everything again. And then we are going to create more buildings. Okay, so this, we need Temple of Mars, and then we can create a... Well, that depends. What do we want to create here? If I create them at Odysseus and Anthea, then I would have to turn Navisos in... Yeah, you know what? It's better to just have public order right now, because public order is more important, because... I keep saying because. It's going to rebel very soon. So I think it's best we do a little more public order there for now. I will be using the other two settlements to create, you know, essentially what I do at Rome. Also, for those of you who are currently wondering, what do I build to make it a military base? At least in Radius. I don't know about Vanilla. This probably still works in Vanilla, but at Radius, if you want it purely military bases, this is how you build them. This is the exact way you want to build it. You want to build of course, your most important buildings, which is your recruitment areas in your main settlements. You want to build, you know, this Temple of Mars or whichever one for troop experience, morale boosts kind of thing. And you want to build that, at least one in your capital and, you know, a few in your minor. You want to keep your little smithies in your minor ones, simply because those are not the most important buildings. You could, of course, move the smithies to your main city, but again, if you lose your minor cities, then how are you going to recruit the more powerful troops you need, if you need them? Granted, Rome plays a little differently, where all of your units can be recruited from the main building in the main city anyways, but some of the other factions are not like that, at least not in Radius. Again, I don't know much about Vanilla because I simply couldn't handle Vanilla. It was too boring. I'm not gonna lie, it was too boring, and in some cases, too boring, yeah. But also, I want to touch on the subject of that previous battle that I just had. Do you guys want to watch it where I play it? Where, even though I know I said I will play it the way I want to play it, even though I said that, I still want it to be an entertaining battle for you guys, instead of me just sitting there the whole battle shooting away at them. So I was wondering if you guys wanted me to be a little more not be a little more cheese, but to keep the cheese that I already have, you know, being as cheesy as I am, or as some people may say, it's cheating in a way, you know, like you're exploiting the horrendous AI. Or do you want me to actually take more of a risk? Instead of sitting there and having that skirmish battle, just have my skirmishers wipe out their skirmishers and then go full-on frontal assault sort of style, you know, drop shock and all style. So I don't know if you guys want that, or do you guys want me to continue the way I am? Because personally, I like continuing the way I am, and I feel it is the more realistic approach to the way most players will be playing it out. And not only that, it is also the most efficient approach for myself and my troops. So I'm not having to spend countless hours, you know, sitting there doing nothing, essentially. Let's see. Okay. They have an agent here. Let's go single combat. Enemy wounded. Yeah, we have enough troops. We can just do it. Get off my property. Get off my property. I forgot to slow that one down. Oh well. There we go. We're going to poison his provisions again, just to make sure he's slowed down further. Let's see. We got rid of that rebel army there. Shrine, right, shrine. Increasing public order, of course. Goodness. I forget, which one is this? Single combat or no? Okay, so this one is slaughter. Let's find a decent patrol-sized number. You know what, that looks healthy. These look healthy. So let's assault the patrol. Military subversion successful. Let's see, coercion and more slaughter. That's always good, because assassination is key. And assassination was probably key back then as well, just saying. I may have missed one or two sabotages, so yeah. Let's see, an army has been upgraded. Let's upgrade it down this instead. I don't really see a point in getting some of the other ones. Yeah, I guess, what do you guys want to see in the battles? You know, because I don't know what you want to see in the battles. I might go one or two more turns and then I'll end the video there. So, I mean, of course you guys will know how long I go. But I don't. And I guess, as I said earlier, it is really weird whenever I play a game like this and I do recordings and I record myself. It's just me talking to myself. I have to pretend you guys exist. It's kind of weird because you guys don't respond. Of course, I could make it a live stream and do it, on the top right they have a Twitch, which I do have a Twitch account. I just don't stream at all because I don't know what to stream yet. But, I have to talk to myself, and it's really kind of feels weird. I feel like a crazy person. Then again, some people would probably say I am a crazy person. Gives me something to think, at least. Now, Knossos is very interesting. It's moving its armies around a lot, but it's not doing anything. Ooh, enemy wounded. Poisoned wells again. Our agent was exposed here, but it doesn't really matter, so... yeah. Let's just land. Yeah, let's just land. I know that's a transgression, and I know they will not like it. They may declare war on me, but again, it really doesn't matter. If they do, I am well prepared for it. Or, I think I am well prepared for it. But I don't know what kind of factions are going to declare war right away. I guess it would depend what kind of, what their, which faction is going to declare war on me, and then how complicated is it going to be. Because having Pontus, though, earlier on in, I think, 2 videos back, I said, God dang it, or gosh darn, God something, and I was pretty pissed that Pontus declared war, but let's be honest, not that big a deal. It's just, it would have been nice not having to fight every single person out there. Syracuse is... that's the problem. I can't get Syracuse to fight Egypt, otherwise I have to pay an exorbitant sum of money. Maybe it's worth it, actually. Join against Egypt. We'll offer a payment. Screw it! You know what? Screw it. I need this. I really do. I need them to declare war against them. I can't do it any other way. I have to have Egypt focused on something. Because they're already allies with Pontus, and this can only get more complicated. What if Egypt starts pulling its troops up through Syria, through Nabata, basically through Arabia, through Syria? I don't know how large their kingdom has expanded. It would be nice, even if I have to later on fight Syracuse, it's not a problem because they're pretty easy to fight still. But against Egypt, it could be more problematic in the short run anyways. And plus, with Syracuse, I don't have to worry as much about them because they've got their own war, with Syracuse on them and with Pontus against them as well. We can at least do a double prong and then have our own separate declared war somewhere around here in the middle, when they've conquered this, I've conquered through this. Hopefully we can remain military allies and have some kind of enemy somewhere over here where we can both agree, whatever, and then I'll just simply start expanding eastwards and start taking areas. I will try to move straight through the barbarian lands and just conquer basically the borders of Russia, of Georgia, Russia, through the borders towards India, so once I conquer that, I can then set my sights back onto Egypt, the lands of Egypt, of course, and then start doing a double prong attack from here in the middle of their empire. So while they're fighting a war here, hopefully while they're fighting a war there, we will be doing a prong attack where I attack from Roma down towards the African coast and just annihilate them here, and then isolate this and pincer attack with the majority of my army from here, move straight in, blitzkrieg through it, and they won't be able to reinforce. They'll be cornered here, crush all of Africa, move north, and then have armies ready to move westward from there and have total conquest of everything. Hopefully everything. Now, I don't know how many provinces that is, and I don't know how, when it'll end the game, but I'll take whenever it first ends. Perhaps it'll end before I even get to do such an ambitious plan. But perhaps if by request you guys feel that, well, let me put it this way. If the game ends but allows you to continue playing the game, and you as the viewers would love to see me continue the game and to continue such an ambitious goal and an ambitious plan of global conquest, then I will do it because I feel it's worth doing. It's always fun to do it, and it just gives you a little insight of what may be possible for you know, some players. And if you feel you don't want to, that's fine too. Just say it anytime, and I will not. I just feel it would be awesome to watch such an epic conquest. But it may even be the most boring conquest you have ever seen on the internet. Or at least in Total War history. Do nothing, of course. I never really care for Gravitas anyways. Secure the promotion again. Don't really care. I will be expelling them because, let's be honest, these promotions are always good. Plus, I have enough family members and all that crazy attribute stuff to just, you know, keep it going. Let's sabotage the poisoned wells. Alright, now... we don't need our allies. Let's attack Pernia. Let's see what the auto-resolve is first. They're in the 60s. Alright. I'll encircle here. And then I will make moves on all the other settlements that need to be made. Let's see. That doesn't have anything. Nothing, 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 nothing. Thracia. There we go. Let's upgrade even further. Hellas. Alright, so it looks like not too much is going to happen yet. Single combat again. Yeah, let's just keep them on a waiting period for now. Let's see. Now let's move you up here. And, alright, well, this concludes the video, and the next video will take place, and when, with this battle at Heraptin, something. It'll take place where I will crush the Kenosis or Kenosos faction. So, see you there!